And as mentioned, the High Court has rejected Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's attempt to halt the Senate's upcoming impeachment proceedings. And we're now joined by Seth Olale, who has been following the proceedings there at the High Court together with Walter Zuya. And we'll be getting in touch with Seth very shortly to find out what next around the Senate's upcoming impeachment proceedings. The High Court having declined to stop the Senate impeachment proceedings against the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. We'll be getting in touch with Seth Olale very shortly. But just to repeat that in news just in, the High Court has declined to stop Senate impeachment proceedings against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and our teams are on standby at the High Court here in Nairobi. And we will be hearing right now from Seth Olale, who now joins us. Seth, Justice Chacha Mwita has delivered his ruling dismissing Gachagua's petition that sought to restrain the Senate from acting on the National Assembly's resolution passed on the 8th of October. What next?
What next for DP Gachagua and his bunch of lawyers is to wait for the painful proceedings of impeachment to be undertaken by the Senate on Wednesday and Thursday before filing another petition, maybe this time just to preempt, could be a petition seeking now to stop another deputy president from being sworn in if and only if the Senate will adopt the National Assembly report, impeachment report, or rather motion. And this has also been elaborated by Justice Chacha Mwita in his ruling this afternoon, saying that there is no timeline and there is no hurry. What the court is going to look into is whether Parliament, that is the National Assembly, and the Senate followed due process in this particular impeachment process. So what you asked, Lillian, what next for DP Gachagua? He has now to focus on how he's going to, put a very defensive case before the Senate starting tomorrow and later on Thursday when the Senate will vote. So it's time up in as far as an attempt to block Parliament from completing this particular impeachment proceeding against him. All attempts have failed, at least for now, in terms of seeking conservatory orders, stopping the Senate from stopping this impeachment proceeding from taking place. But I'm also with my colleague Zuya, Walter Zuya, and there are issues that the judge, Justice Mwita, raised, issues to do with the manner of how public participation was undertaken. There are also issues to do with the constitutional rights, or rather the infringement against the DP Gachagua, but the Justice Mwita there really elaborated, or rather clarified on these grounds. What else did you gather with
yesterday during the hearing, there was the issue of forum shopping. Remember, the lawyers representing Gachagua, that is led by Paul Mwita, was saying that DP Gachagua is not forum shopping. This is because the National Assembly was saying that the lawyers of National Assembly and Senate, led by lawyer Peter Wanyama, were saying that DP Gachagua is forum shopping, considering that there are other matters. And as we speak, there are 5 matters that are consolidated that are going on before a 3-judge bench. So the issue of forum shopping, the issue of jurisdiction, the court said that yes, it has jurisdiction to hear this matter and determine, and that's why it went on and gave out the ruling. Then there was another issue of the 3 orders that he was seeking. These orders were all not struck out, but they were denied. And in short, Gachagua has been told that you have to follow the due process. You have to make sure that the legal mechanism has been followed, and that is from National Assembly, you go to the Senate, then after Senate gives out its decision, now you come to court. Remember that we have cases, the case of Meru Governor, Governor Mwangaza, that is what happened. So that is what DP is expected to do, yes.
If he will be impeached, but all eyes again, Lillian, are on the Senate. starting tomorrow up to Thursday, when the impeachment proceedings against the DP now shifts from the Milimani Law Courts at the High Court here, actually the Constitution Division of the High Court, and now back to Parliament. But also, Zuya, there's also another matter ongoing before a three-judge bench led by Justice Eric Ogola.
Yeah. Not just one matter, these are 6 matters. Remember that we've been told that there are over 20 matters that have been filed because of this impeachment process, and they're all challenging the National Assembly process. Remember that the issue of public participation has been widely argued by lawyers representing Gachagua. So as we speak, the 3-judge bench that was appointed by the Chief Justice Martha Koome is listening to that, and it's not a hearing per se. This is a mention where parties are going to argue the first issues that they're supposed to argue, and if there are orders. But of course, Seth, we know that there are no orders that they will be seeking, because Chacha Mwita has already said that the matter that is before him has to be taken to the 3-judge bench. Maybe or maybe not, the Chief Justice will appoint another judge bench, but all these matters revolve one thing: the thing of impeachment and the public participation, and of course other grounds. So this 3-judge bench is mentioning this matter, and maybe to give us a guideline on how we're going to, forward with this with all these cases.
All these cases, you say, Zuya. Walter, thank you so much. We're talking about dates, which will be very crucial. We expect the 3-judge bench led by Justice Eric Ogola to give the dates for this particular hearing, but also we expect him also to include this particular matter, the latest one, which has also been referred to them, this petition that sought to have the Senate stopped from executing impeachment proceedings against the Deputy President, but it is now null and void. We're talking about over 18 attempts to stop Parliament from completing DP Gachagua's impeachment proceedings, and now all eyes are on the Senate from tomorrow. That is the very latest from the Milimani Law Courts. Lilian Muli.